5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Make some noise for JoJo White.
Atlanta, make some noise! All right, lower y'all's expectations, honestly. How are y'all doing tonight? Good? Good. Y'all are a beautiful group, a diverse crowd. I love it. Y'all look good tonight. Y'all put y'all's best on tonight. Okay, I'm trying to see who owe me money out there. Man, it's good. Man, Atlanta, we're doing it. We're doing it. Front row, y'all got a good view? Okay, I got a good view. So if y'all see my knees, I know they're ashy. Y'all ain't got to tell me, okay? So y'all start making fun, I'm gonna click them together and disappear in the poof. It is. Man. I love Atlanta, I do. I actually moved to Atlanta from Florida because I thought it was safer. Come to find out, it's not safer. It reminds me of it's like when I do a diet. I took a diet to relieve myself from McDonald's, and I just started eating Burger King. It's the same. It's all bad for you. It is. But we're good. I like to say Atlanta. Forget the second T, because if they find out that you're not from here, they robbing you. That's like, if they're like, where are you from? I'm from Atlanta. Give me your money and your wallet right now. You're gonna be stranded. Guess what? You a water boy now. You on the corner trying to sell water. Y'all know them water boys? They be trying to sell that hot water. I'm like, I'm good. I try not to look them in the eye like they the cops. I was like, I ain't looking at you. For real. They be like, $10 for a bottle of lava. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I move, so I try to find the safest place in Atlanta to move. So I just look for like safe locations. So in the GPS, I just put Whole Foods. I was like, that's a safe place. I was like, Big Lots? Nope, not there. Yeah, we doing Whole Foods. Listen, I'm on to y'all. Like, I went into Whole Foods one time. I was like, man, I'm frolicking in here and stuff. It is beautiful. I ain't spend no money, though, because I ain't have it. But, I was in there. Yeah, I was in there. They had great AC. It was hot. Yeah. But I moved to a place called Decatur. He know what it is. Listen, never move to a place that has a rhyming slogan. They say Decatur where it's greater. Chance of getting murdered is really what it was. For real. Like how I go to my car, I'm just doing this right here. It's how I walk to my car. It's 10 feet, and this is what I'm doing. All my neighbors think I'm a part of the Temptations, just doing Temptation dances and stuff. It's like, yeah, ooh. I'm just trying to live, honestly, I am. But, I mean, it is, it's Atlanta. The thing that I hate about Atlanta is I don't know where any hospitals are. I don't. But I could tell you where there's a Waffle House. Like, so if you got shot, I'm like, just go to Waffle House. Just right down the street, put some syrup on it. It's old. It'll patch it right up. It will. What, y'all IHOP people? Y'all got money? Oh, y'all IHOP, yeah, y'all snobby. For real. If you've never been to a Waffle House because you got IHOP money, Waffle House is basically like a real life murder mystery dinner. Just real, like. Listen, let me do an experiment. I'm not a divisive comedian or anything, but all the Waffle House people over here, all the IHOP people over here, and we just gonna fight. I just wanna see who comes out on top. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hate Waffle House. I hate how much, like, I love it, though. Like, it's so good, kinda, not really. It's like a waste of money. I ain't even gonna lie, it's a waste of money. Like, every time I eat it, the food just goes through me. Like, I go in, and they're like, have a seat wherever. I'm like, is the bathroom seat open? I'll eat right there on the toilet. If it's available, I'll do it. I do it. I think the thing that I love is, like, you know, it brings me closer to the Lord, honestly. It does. Like, I never ate it, and my body was like, that was yummy. Like, my body's usually like, you should probably invest in a coffin, you know, just in case. You know, if you want to take a forever nap, you know, visit Jesus or something. But, so, I hate it, man. I hate it. But I go there because they make me feel comfortable. Like, every time I go in there, like, they roast me. They make me feel like my friends are always making fun of me and stuff. Like, I imagine that, like, because Waffle House has a training facility, they honestly do. You can Google it. I did when I was looking for Whole Foods. They have a training facility. I thought that they just picked up, like, boxers and, like, mean aunties to work there who just yell at you the whole time. So I went in there, I walked in, and they was like, oh my gosh, we got FleaMarket Drake in the house. That's me? Yeah. And the thing was they was like, sing a Drake song. Sing Hotline Bling. I was like, I'm not singing I'm here for waffles and Wi-Fi. Like, that's all I'm here to do. And they was like, we not serving. They was real aggressive. So they forced me into doing it. And I was like, I know when that Hotline Bling, I did it. I didn't want to. But they gave me the Wi-Fi, which was surprising. The Wi-Fi actually is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, if you ever need to know. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. But I was sitting there, I was eating and stuff. Like I said, like, you're not surprised by anything about Waffle House, you know? And it actually got robbed while I was there. True story. It got robbed by a guy named Little Killer. And the only reason why I know that is because it said on his work name tag. And like, you just served me waffles, like. But it's fine because he ended up leaving with like $16.72. It was okay. And honestly, the surprising thing was, like, people still carry chains around. Like, you work at a Coinstar? Is that what you still doing? But yeah, so I did it, you know. They're just scattered around Atlanta like roaches, basically. You know, God's still making them. He still is. But it's been good, man. It has. You know, I'm not scared living in Atlanta. I'm fine, you know, because I was born in the 90s. We got any 90s people in here? Okay. I'm tough. You know, I was one of those kids they left in the car to go grocery shopping. Like, I was in the back seat, hot, just sweating with a little crack in the window, talking about, sponsor me for 10 cents. Sponsor me for 10 cents, please. Some of y'all parents look like y'all the ones that left the kids in the car, honestly. I see y'all. It is. I'm not scared, because the 90s you were able to have conversations without getting canceled. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, if I was like, dang, your head's shiny right now. It's like, I would get canceled. I would get canceled. But, like, you know, you can have conversations based off of differences. And I remember this one time, my best friend named Billy, Billy's the kind of person to eat Vienna sausages out of the can with no napkin. That says a lot about a person. Billy was like, he looked at me, he's like, JoJo, do you wash your butt crack? And I was like, I do. Do you not wash your butt crack? I think that's a normal thing. And he was like, I don't do it. I was like, why don't you do it? He was like, because I don't want a weak wrist. I said, huh? He was like, I don't want a weak wrist. And I was like, okay, please expand on that. And he's like, well, every time I take a shower, he's like, it's, I like the lights out. I like to have candles going from Bath and Body Works. And I'm in here just, scrubbing myself, leaning up against the wall. And, I spread my crack a little bit like a biscuit from Cracker Barrel. And, I like to listen to music too. So I'm just in there singing, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. I was like, you're going to have a weak wrist after that. You shouldn't do that at all. You get 5 seconds. You get 5 Mississippi. I don't even know how to count to 5, but you shouldn't do it. But, that's the conversations you could have. And, it was okay to do that without getting canceled. I'm just a cultured person, I believe. I'm very cultured. I'm actually, some of y'all may not know this, but actually, I'm actually grew up in a place that's actually close to Spain, just over a little body of water called Tennessee. Culture place. I don't know if you've ever been to Tennessee, but like the home of country thugs. Y'all know what country thugs are? It's like me. You look like FleaMarket Drake, but you sound like you could be on the Andy Griffith Show. Like country thugs. I remember one time I was partaking in white activities. I went hiking, and I was hiking. It was hot. I was in a place where like any moment God wanted to call you, He could send a bear. Like that kind of hiking. And I made it to the top of the mountain. It was beautiful. And I looked on the rocks, and there was graffiti, and what it said was, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. I was like, that's a thug right there. He was just limping all up the mountain like that. I was like, that's dedication. He's a good one. He is. If you're wondering what I am biracial. It doesn't mean I might like men and women. It's fine. I mean, a part of me is black, and the other half of me loves making charcuterie boards. Love it. Fantastic. It's the most beautiful thing ever. I do that. I'm about that life. But a lot of people think I'm Hispanic too, which is fine. Hispanics are hard workers. I love that. I love people thinking that I'm going to work hard. I love that, And when everyone was struggling to get jobs, I was like, why? Because every time I walk through Home Depot, I got like 20 job offers. I'm good. I felt like LeBron James of labor. I was like, everybody want me. Let me pick my team real quick and we'll throw some bricks up. I did it. I was standing in Home Depot one time, and I was just looking at ceiling fans and trying to figure out how to put batteries in them. And then the guy came up, and he was like, hola. And I was still looking. He was like, como esta? Bill Deco, $2,000. And I looked at him, and I was like, see? I was like, I don't know how to build a deck, but I'll go home and watch Bob the Builder real quick. I'll figure it out. I'll be out there like, ole, 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 see. That's the only word I know, but I did it. I'm trying to get paid. Hell. Man. But it's cool being biracial, because I feel like I got the best of both worlds. Like a part of me has great credit, and the other half of me is a fast runner. Y'all separated in y'all's minds. I didn't do that. I didn't say which side it was. Y'all did that. But it's cool. And like sometimes I like mix up my sides. Sometimes the black side like tends to act around the white side. The white side tends to act around the black side. And I love it. I do. I like to mix things up. And I remember I went to the black side of my family, they had a cookout. I showed up real late. I showed up late, and they was like, JoJo, where you been? I was like, I was chilling at the OG. They was like, OG, triple OG? I was like, no, I was at the Olive Garden. I was eating breadsticks. They was delicious. And it was all like, breadsticks for everybody. I was in there partying. I was doing it. I went to the white side of my family, and, I got to go, like, the white side of my family got a little bit of money. They got a little bit of money. That's fine, so I got to visit them on the weekends at their trailer park. And I love a good trailer. There's nothing like a trailer that'll bring you closer to God, knowing that like a gust of 30-mile-an-hour wind will just take your trailer, like throw it in the sky. People be like, is that Spirit Airline up there? Dang. I don't even know, honestly, why. Like, they put locks on the door. You could just peel a wall down and come right in. Get your refrigerator stolen. But, yeah, man, I love it, man. But I noticed, like, on the white side of my family, that everybody had wind chimes. Y'all know, I don't know if y'all been to a wind chime factory lately, but a wind chime is a thing that makes a lot of noise. Like, the person that created a wind chime was, like, sitting outside. It was so peaceful. The birds were chirping, and he was like, you know what I need, Martha? I need a lot of noise right now. And he made wind chimes like that. And I was like, why don't the black side of my family have wind chimes? And I realized the reason why black people don't have wind chimes is because wind chimes are toys for ghosts. Have you ever heard a wind chime at midnight with no wind? The spookiest thing ever. And I don't deal with ghosts. And every time I went to my family, everybody have them. So it's like they went to the wind chime factory, and they were like, oh, where's the wind chimes? The guy working was like, oh, it's on aisle 8. That's where the toys for ghosts are. My aunt, she goes to the aisle, gets her a creepy tricycle and some wind chimes. I go stay at her house that night. It's 3 a.m. What I got to do? I got to go pee-pee. So I get up. I'm strolling down the hallway. Guess what's coming down the hallway? That little creepy tricycle just rolling down the highway. Guess what? There's no wind in the house. What's chiming? The wind chimes. So then I go back in the bedroom, and guess what? I pee on myself. I ain't gonna lie. I pee on myself. And then I get up, and then my aunt like, what did you do, JoJo? I was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, ooh, pissy pants. And then I was like, ooh, I left them. I left my aunt's house. And then the next day, I went to a family reunion, and everyone's like, oh, here come pissy pants. And then so I leave my family, and I'm just, I go to Kmart just to do some shopping. A guy comes up. He's like, do you need some draws, local pissy pants, man? I'm like, So I leave him. I end up getting a trailer in the mountain. And I find me a nice young lady. She's so beautiful. And she had a child, so I raised that child. And, we have a great family. I feel really good, and my confidence is back. And so the kid comes home crying, and I'm like, ooh, why are you crying? And he's like, because I peed myself, and everyone started making fun of me. And then I'm like, it's okay. I got you. I peed on myself, too. He looks at me. He's like, ooh, that's gross. So I leave my family. And then I end up dying. And then they create on my tombstone, here lies rest in peace, pissy pants. And that's why I'm never buying wind chimes, honestly, y'all. Ever. I'll never buy a wind chime. I don't like it. Nope. Not for me. Does somebody have wind chimes in the crowd? You? Okay. That was a sad clap. Are you getting haunted? Are you tired right now? That was a weak clap. But I don't do it, man. I love my family. It's cool. I grew up in actually a small town where everybody had to carry around their 23andMe cards. Just so you didn't end up in the same family reunion. You know what I'm saying? And, everyone knew who was criminal. If someone did something bad, you knew who it was. And I remember one time I got my refrigerator stolen. And I went to the guy's house. We knew who it was. I went to his house, and I was like, hey, man, why would you do that? Please give me my refrigerator back. And my cousin told me sorry. And I was like, it's okay, man. It's fine. It is. It is, man. I grew up single parent. My mom raised me. which is fine. You know, I'm all about feminine energy and strength. We got any strong females in here? Okay, y'all going somewhere. Okay, I see y'all. Like, one of my favorite person from Tennessee is a female. Her name is Debbie Fowler. Does anybody know who Debbie Fowler is? No? Okay. That's fine. I'm going to tell you who Debbie Fowler is. You probably know her by her nickname. Her nickname is actually Little Debbie Snack Cake. Amazing. I love me a snack cake. I love it. She's actually the first white girl with a rapper name, honestly, if you think about it. For real. She joined Death Row. She got more murders than Suge Knight, honestly. She was just killing people with diabetes. And actually, it started in the Great Depression. So, you know, it's like Little JoJo, sponsor me for 10 cents, like those kind of people. And they was like, Debbie, please feed us. And she was like, if you come to our mixtape release party, I'll feed you. And she's like, honey bun for you, honey bun for you. She was just feeding everybody. I love it, though. I love strong women. My mom was everything. She's everything to me. My dad, you know, God bless his soul. He was in the military. He's still alive. Like, he's still alive. He ain't died or nothing. Like, he just playing hide and seek with me and chose to play forever. Like, I'm like, okay. You know how hard it is to play hide and seek in a small town? That's like trying to play hide and seek in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, Dad, I see. Every morning, get on the school bus. Hi, Dad, I'm the bus driver. You can't hide from me. I was hoping he was going to show up. I was going to tag him. He would never found me tonight. But it's cool, man. I love it. I love it. I wanted to be, like, growing up, I wanted to be a thug a lot. I was like, man, respect. Like, they going to respect me. I want to be a thug. But my mom would never let me be a thug. She allowed me to have thug qualities, though. Like a parent who wouldn't let you play football, but they was like, you can be the mascot. Like that. Like, I was a thug mascot. I was like, yay, go do that crime, go do that crime. Like, I was out there cheering. Like, they had a great support group in me. I was there. But, like, you know, I appeared to be hard. I did. I appeared to be a thug in school. Everyone thought I was a thug because I had, like, thug clothes. You know, my pants were down here. You know, like, I was thugging. And a lot of times people would ask me, they'd be like, hey, like, where are you getting your money from? Like, I just want to know. I'm trying to be on game. I'm trying to make money. And I was like, bro, when you out here, streets is hard. Streets is hard. You can't, you know, you got a boss. And my boss runs the north side, and he always shipping product. Like, I couldn't tell him, like, I got all my thug clothes for Christmas. What does that look like? Nah, this is Santa actually got it for me. Like, it was good. He went from, he's a trill guy, really, like, real to trill. He was beautiful. I love Santa. I can't do it. What am I gonna tell him? My Christmas wish list? The two things I really wanted. Number one, a molded diamond cut grill for my mouth. Number two, an easy bake oven. Like, I can't tell somebody that. I lose all street cred right there. But I did get a grill. Like, I was like one or two people in middle school had a grill. Like, it was beautiful, y'all. They molded me and everything. I took it everywhere. Like, I had a Christmas grill. I was like, like I was like a lion. I was like, I did. I took it to church. I was in church, like, The pastor would say something good. I'd be like, Little John, yeah. I was doing that. They would pass collection plate, and I ain't had no money because it was a Christmas grill, and I would look at the deacon and be like, you know what it is? I ain't got money. It is. Like, but it was hard, too, because when I would get in trouble, my mom would be like, give me your teeth. Like I was 72-year-old. She'd be like, here, give it. She'd put them in the drawer. I would go back to school. They'd be like, where your grill at? I was like, shoot, I got robbed. I got robbed. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard out there. It is. I'm not a thug. I don't like fighting. You know, I ain't built to fight. I got weak collarbones. I do. One hit, and it's gonna snap like a Kit Kat. I got a little Kit Kat right here. If you touch it after the show, it might break. I can't do it. So I had to come up with something that would prevent fights or help me win fights fast. And so what I did was, whenever somebody would try to fight me, like my friend Keith, he came up to me. Keith was big. He was like the first kid in high school who found steroids. He was big. And I don't know, I think he was trying to apply for Waffle House or something. But he came up, he's trying to fight me. And I was like, okay, Keith, you want this? I always gotta ask like 21 questions just in case. Keith, you want this? Are you ready? Are your shoes tied, Keith? Have you ate a healthy breakfast, Keith? Have you? Are you fast, Keith? And so real quick, before he make a move, I aggressively with my finger boop him in the nose. I don't know if you've ever been booped on the nose, but that's the sweetest thing that could ever happen to you. Like I was in the projects just booping thugs on the nose. And I had a catchphrase too, like I would boop somebody and be like, you've been touched by an angel. I was. I booped Keith on the nose and he didn't know what to do. He was like, you wanna come to my birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese? I was like, let's go. I played soda pong before, let's go. But yeah, man, I'm not a fighter. I'd rather steal rims. I would. You got a truck? Sorta? What is it? 4Runner? You got some nice tires on them? Good tires? Okay, I'd rather steal rims than fight, honestly. Because if I fight and they knock me out, then they're gonna post on social media, FleaMarket Drake getting knocked out. And then they're gonna go to my Instagram and they're gonna be quoting Drake lyrics, I'm just saying you could do better. And then what did? They tag the real Drake. What does Drake do? Make a song about FleaMarket Drake getting knocked out. So I end up going on Spotify to listen to some music. Guess what's trending #1? With my body on the album cover, laying there lifeless like my soul left to go have a picnic with the Lord. Like Woody from Toy Story, whichever one. And it's trending #1. So I have to get off social media. And I'm out doing grown-up things, shopping, looking at nutritional facts of Oreo cookies. And then 2 little kids come up to me, and they start doing the FleaMarket Drake get knocked out TikTok dance. What do? I'm sensitive. I got to smack a couple kids. And then I end up going to jail. And then when I walk in there, my jail cellmate real big, kind of like you. And he like, ooh, you look like Drake. I love Drake. I end up being the little spoon that night while he's singing, I'm just saying you could do better, right there in my ear with his hot breath. And that's why when you go to your car tonight, you probably might not have rims. You might not. You're going to be a water boy tonight. Lava water, $10. I can't do it. I ain't built for that life. I ain't. I don't like to fight. Life has been crazy for me though. It has. Like when I was 12, my cousin invited me to a college party. He did. True story. I went to a college party, first one at the age of 12. Sitting there playing the game. My cousin comes in, JoJo, you want to go to a college party? I was like, chitty chitty bang bang. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. So I put down my Lunchable. I was like, let's go. He was like, I'm going to come back and get you. I was like, all right. So I had to prepare for this moment. I did. This was a big moment because in my mind, some college girl about to get this 12-year-old. It was before JC, before I knew the Lord. Like that was my mind. I was a sinner back then. Like I was out of my mind, you know. I told you, I looked Hispanic then. I had all the flavor and stuff. Like in middle school, they thought I was a janitor. I had all the keys. You want this door open right here? Is this what you want? Like I had a mustache. It was beautiful. It looked like a rose garden above my lip. It was beautiful. Y'all should have seen me. I got a photo in my phone if you want to see it after. But so he came by. I prepared, you know, and like I said, I was above my age, so I got some protection before I met the Lord. I was like, I got some protection, and the only reason why I got protection Protection. Is because I traded some smell good erasers with Evan in middle school. And he was like, do you want regular or do you want strawberry? I love strawberry Nesquik, so I chose the strawberry. I was like, let's go. So I got ready. My cousin came by to pick me up. He was like, JoJo, listen, I can't be driving anymore because I don't have my license. He was like, can you drive? I was like, I am 12. Of course I can drive. Let's go! Let's go! I played Grand Theft Auto all the time. Like, I was thugging in the game, and like it was a thing that I was doing. It was beautiful. So we get to the party. You know, it's live. Everybody's live and stuff. This was the 90s, late 90s. You know, we were listening to Making My Way Down. Like, it was great stuff. Like, we were doing it. So I saw the girl. You know, I knew it was her because she had a little strawberry tattoo on her ankle. I was like, ooh, she about to like experience this. So I hit her with my line. I went up to her. I was like, hey, do you want to go to Chuck E. Cheese and spend some tokens? She mushed me in my face. I ended up crying, but it's okay. I ended up crying. I went to the bathroom. I ain't gonna lie. I called the cops on everybody because I was sensitive. I was a Karen. I was like, you know what? 911. Let's do it. So the cops showed up. They was mad aggressive, though. They was mad aggressive. And I told you, I'm ahead of my time. So I was thinking things that no one thought. And I think it still applies today. And in that moment, I was thinking, cops need better training. I think there's a disconnect between cops and the community. And if we had that, we'd all be good. I think cops need to be trained by somebody that the community trusts, respects, and can handle high-pressured situations. I think cops need to be trained by the Chik Fil A staff. Because you imagine, I would snitch on my mom for a number one no pickles. I will. Sorry, Mom, I did. You shouldn't have took my grill away. Like, called me a rat. But if you care for JoJo and you truly care for me, and let's say you saw me on the side of the street and there was a cop and he was beating me and he was like, it's my pleasure to serve you, my pleasure to serve you. And you care for me, this is something you can do to end all police brutality. All you got to do is walk up to the cop and just boop him in the nose. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate y'all. It means so much. I hope y'all had a great time. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm thirsty. I love y'all. Don't do it. I love y'all. I still love y'all. Like God opened the door, many doors, and allowed it to happen from venue to people. He was just like, you know, here are the keys, you know, go in. And I don't know, I'm at peace. It feels like I can't say that it feels like any other show because I know it's not, but it just feels like I'm supposed to be here.
And the brown stuff, like the booster shot, you know? You know, right? We all right. Yeah. Here we go. God, thanks so much for this opportunity.
I'm bringing like my people together in a sense, like from childhood, from elementary school to now, and like we all get to come together and enjoy this moment. And it's like I'm just so happy everybody's here. And you know, like as far as doing the show, it's like second nature, and I know God gonna do his thing, and you know, hopefully I won't pass out or anything up there, but I feel fine.
In Jesus' name, to celebrate his good.
Amen.
We're gonna be out there rooting for you.
And I'm like, yes. They keep following me everywhere.
This one's for you. Make some noise if you've sat on somebody's lap and then they immediately complained. We're out here. It's not a lot of us, but we're here. We're doing it. I don't know if you
They don't like anything. Comcast is not they're a great company to work for, but there's some things that they're just saying. Yeah, I got
Women. I told my girlfriend that joke, and she's like, "You gotta find somehow to tell men they suck."
Who do I do comedy for? I started because I was depressed a lot. And I realized that, like, when I was making friends laugh, I was like, man, I like this. How can I lean into this and do this more? And so I started, sketch writing. There's a bunch of horrible, cringy sketches of me on my YouTube channel. And then I grew, but then I was like, this isn't fulfilling what I need. Then I started improv. I was doing improv at a theater, and I was like, this is great, but it's not fulfilling. And then I tried stand-up, and it was rough. But I got that fulfillment, and I was like, okay, this is it. And I was like, that's the same place. I was like, big. Yeah. I don't know, man. I hate Waffle House. I hate how much, like, I love it. No, like, it's so good, kind of. Not really. It's like a waste of money. I ain't gonna lie, it's a waste of money. We're most critical on ourselves, and like I'm trying to process the night because it went by like a flash, like a blink. You know, people are saying I did like 33 or however much time, but it honestly felt like 10 minutes, which is like, it was insane. And my mind is right now is like, did I miss any jokes? Like, I want to get on my phone and run through my set and just like see if I missed anything. But yeah, it's like, you know, I got the laughs and stuff. I'm just critical on myself, but I'm just grateful for that, man. That's 5 years. It's 5 years in the making, and now it's like, all right, well, let's start over. And in my corner that supports me, hands down, through thick and thin of this, is it's crazy. And I say it's crazy because as I was dating, and like girls would like be open to my lifestyle and the traveling and being on the road and having to do shows, and like a lot of people kind of stepped back because of this lifestyle. And it's not easy. And you know, I have a lot of highs and lows with it too. And a lot of girls stepped off the side because of it. And you know, it's, you know, when this person came through and she was like, I got you, I'm on the road with you, I'm for this special, I'm going to event plan and I'm going to hold it down along with the 20 other people, my cousin, all of that. It's like, it makes life easier for me. Words, I can't say in words what this means to me. And I pray that the blessing that y'all have done for me, it is tenfold to everybody. And that y'all have joy and happiness the way that I felt on stage. So thank y'all so much, man. I don't know if y'all ate, but let's, you know, we can eat. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What's next? Rewriting, bombing,
I'm just gonna pray about it and pray for direction. You know, I thought about the next works of a special, a crowd work special, or a family, like this is my family special, because I have so many crazy stories, like, you know, aunts burning down trailers for Christmas, going ghost hunting with family at the age of 8 as a family activity. Or do I lean in on myself a little bit more? Because I want people to know me. I want people to feel like they're connected to me and know who I am. And so there's a few options. I'm just going to go out and work, hit the road again, start over, write, put in the work that I did to get this, and hopefully that it's not going to take 5 years to create a special, hopefully a shorter time, 2 years, or hopefully sooner. I would love that.